Don't make a sound. Please don't fail me now. I got to stand my ground, my ground. I know I'm down, but please don't fail me now.
Hello and welcome to Inside the WSL. Once again, we are celebrating the Barclays Player of the Month. And for December, it was someone who helped Manchester United to an unbeaten December in the WSL and scored a couple of goals along the way. Ella Toone.
Toone! Oh, brilliant!
Her ability to turn quickly and face up, that's just one of her many assets.
Ella Toone, she only scores classy goals.
Ella, welcome to Inside the WSL. It's really great to see you and congratulations on being named the Barclays Player of the Month for December. It's the perfect way, isn't it, to cap off what was a perfect year. How do you reflect on 2021 and all your successes?
Yeah, it was a perfect end to the year. I think for the club as well, it was a great month for us. I think we really clicked and we put on some really good performances. But for me personally, to finish that year off with Player of the Month, it was really special. The whole year has been amazing. So many dreams come true throughout football and yeah, I've loved every minute of it and it's just made me so much more hungry for more. And I'll take that Player of the Month into this season, into this year, and hopefully kick on from there.
Let's talk about then how you made those dreams come true, shall we? You grew up in Tyldesley, near Wigan. Now, the Northwest is a region well known for how many football clubs there are in and around the area. But what was it like as a young girl, a young football-mad girl? Were there many opportunities for you to play?
Yeah, there was. Obviously, I've loved growing up in Tyldesley and I'll probably be there forever. That's just home for me and my family are all from Tyldesley. So growing up, absolutely loved it. Was brought up in such a sporting family. We did everything. A lot of the family play water polo and swimming and the other half are all footballers. So I took the football route. Growing up, I was always in the sports teams at school and obviously played for the boys team in school and then went on to play for Astley and Tyldesley, local football team. And since then, I've just kicked on from there and absolutely loved it. And my family have been a massive part of me growing up and helping me to achieve my dreams.
Didn't fancy rugby league? Wigan's big for that sport.
I used to play tag rugby, but when they wanted me to go contact, I thought, no, not for me.
Fair enough. So you mentioned your love affair with football there from quite a young age, but what was it about football that just captured your attention more than any other sport?
I just loved everything about it. I think just that you get to go out there and play with a smile and play with that freedom. And obviously growing up for me, it was about meeting new people and making new friends. And every team I've been to, I've come away with friends for life. And that's when I was a little girl to now. I've got amazing football friends and I think football's just, I love being competitive and love winning. Ever since I was little, I've just always wanted to win at everything I do. So football was massive growing up and I'm so glad that I went down that path.
Now, there must be something in the water in Tyldesley because you have a school friend that's been so successful as well. Keely Hodgkinson winning 800-metre silver at the Tokyo Olympics. She went to your school. You both have enjoyed a lot of success in sport. It must have been a really proud moment for you to see a friend of yours doing so well.
Yeah, it was amazing. Me and Keely have always been friends in school. She was a couple of years younger than me, but we used to go to every after-school club together. And yeah, I'm so proud of everything she's gone on to achieve. Obviously, both of us coming from the same school and ending up in the Tokyo Olympic Village was just crazy. But I always knew that she'd get so far because of how determined she was and she's just amazing and she's a true athlete and yeah, I'm really proud that she's gone on to represent Great Britain at the Olympics and obviously I was there as well, so yeah, it was a special moment for both of us.
Is it an inspiration for you being around those sorts of people, a motivator for you to achieve even more as well?
Yeah, of course. Having those people around you who have achieved amazing things, it only makes you more hungry and it just shows you have to work hard. And yeah, she's amazing, and her mindset is just unbelievable in the sport that she does. And I've learnt a lot from her growing up in school with her and competing on the same teams and stuff. So yeah, she's really helped me in my career, and yeah, she's been amazing and achieved such amazing things at such a young age.
Now, after playing with the boys' team when you were a lot younger, you eventually moved to Blackburn Rovers ladies, and they've produced a fair bit of talent in their time. The likes of Kira Walsh and Georgia Stanway also played for that club. It must have given you quite a good grounding and helped you to achieve what you've gone on to achieve later in your career. Is that true to say? Yeah,
they were great for me. Obviously, Manchester United didn't have a women's team to look up to at that age, so I had to move on, and I chose Blackburn, and it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made in my career at that time, just to go there and play first team football. Obviously, I did 2 years at the under-17s and then went to first team football and absolutely loved it. But yeah, they were great, and obviously the likes of Kira and Georgia have also grown up at Blackburn, and we've all played for England now, so it just shows what a great club it is, and that they produce really good players.
Do you think it helps as well playing in the lower leagues and having to work your way up the way you've done makes you a better player?
Yeah, I think so. When I was there, we were in one of the lower leagues, but it was great for me at that time. It was so physical that I had to get involved and get stuck in straight away. And I had to know my pass before I received the ball, or else someone was coming straight through the back of you. So it just made me at that moment, at that time in my career, just try and use my brain more and play quickly when I've got the ball at my feet. But yeah, I loved it, and I learnt so much from all the girls who were in that team at the time. We had some great players and players who'd played for the country and been at Manchester City as well. So yeah, I learnt so much from them at such a young age.
During that time, you were also playing for the England age groups as well. How much did that experience prepare you for the senior England team, or was it a totally different environment, a totally different experience?
Yeah, I think it's obviously amazing going through all the age groups and representing your country at every age group. And they try and help you so that when you do get into the seniors, you still know what you're doing, and the DNA is in you already. But yeah, I think it's always going to be different. It's the senior team, and obviously the opponents that you play against are a lot better as well, and the environment's a lot different, and it's just full of true professional athletes and yeah, an amazing group of girls as well. So I'm really lucky that I was able to go through all the age groups and then achieve my dream and play for the Lionesses.
Now, of course, before you had your success at Manchester United, you did play for Manchester City. What was it like putting on that sky blue jersey when you were an out-and-out Manchester United fan? Come on, tell us the truth.
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, it was hard. Obviously, grown up supporting Manchester United all my life, but at that time, Manchester City was an amazing club, achieving amazing things, so I was so happy to be a part of that. So yeah, the badge didn't bother me too much. It was about how can I keep improving and how will this move help me in my career, and I think it really did. I think it was probably one of the best things I ever did, going there and learning off so many amazing players. So yeah, it wasn't too bad.
You made it work. You're right, there were so many big names that came through Manchester City whilst you were there, one of which was American legend Carly Lloyd. What was it like training with her?
Yeah, she was amazing. She just showed me how to be a true athlete and a true professional. Everything she did, I tried to soak up as much as I could from her because of what she'd achieved in her career. So yeah, she was great for me and a lot of the other youngsters as well to have someone like her alongside you. But like I said, I think I was in a team full of players who've achieved amazing things and people who I looked up to a lot. So at that age, I was just like a little sponge, and I tried to soak up as much as I could off everyone around me. But yeah, she was great to have in the team.
There's more from Ella Toone coming up, but let's just wrap up the other December awards for you. More success for Manchester United as Mark Skinner won Manager of the Month, leading the team to 2 wins out of 2, 7 goals scored, none conceded. On the other side of Manchester, Georgia Stanway won Goal of the Month for this stunner against Birmingham.
United.
Tune. Oh, brilliant.
Can you tell me about the moment when you found out that Manchester United was starting a senior women's team?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. A dream come true. I mean, I grew up in the academy. I was there for 7 years, and to not be a women's team, it was quite heartbreaking. So I knew that it was a matter of time before Manchester United got a women's team, and yeah, it just came at a perfect time for me in my career. And as soon as I knew they were forming a team, I felt like I just wanted to come home, and yeah, it was just amazing news.
How did you find out?
I think my dad told me, actually. I don't know how he saw it. It must have been somewhere, but yeah, he rang me straight away, said United are starting a women's team, and yeah, it was amazing for me and my family, because you know how much I love the club and how much I loved growing up here and being part of it. So yeah, it was just a really special moment. And
fair to say, I think it's worked out pretty well since joining the senior team at Manchester United. You've become the club's record goal scorer. But having the ability is one thing, Ella, but you seem to be able to perform consistently well at the moment. How do you do that? Do you work on your mindset? Do you work on the mental side of the game as well?
Yeah, I think for me, this year I did set a target of playing more consistently. Sometimes I've learnt now that sometimes it's not always about if you score 5 goals or you assist 6 goals. It's about what you do other than that. So I know now that if I do my job properly, and that will help the team win. And if I work hard and work for the team, then that's being consistent as well. So yeah, I think football is massive about mindset, and I think the main thing about that is just being confident. And when you play with confidence, well, you just enjoy your football, and that's when I play the best football. So yeah, I think I'm still learning and still trying to work on stuff like that and being consistent in performances, but I think I've come a long way, and hopefully I can keep helping the team to win.
Whatever you're doing, it's clearly working, Ella, but what are the practices you use to make sure that you do feel confident?
It's all about training. I always say that you win games throughout the week. So yeah, I think in training I just try and keep working on little things to add to my game. And just enjoying it and being around the girls and having that real family feel about it. It always helps when you go out onto the pitch and you know that the person next to you has got your back and you've got theirs. And yeah, I think that's been massive for me being at this club, is just how much of a family we are, and that everyone wants everyone to do really well. So yeah, that helps me each week to play for the girls next to me.
Now, your old school teacher, Mr. Rigby, describes you as ultra competitive. Is that still true now? And is that what's helped you, do you think, become so successful in your career?
Yeah, I'm really competitive. When I lose small-sided games in training, no one speaks to me for a good hour after that. But yeah, I think it's always helped. I think just having that mentality that I want to win. I want to win everything. Even at Christmas, we had a table tennis competition, and I beat everyone because I just had to win. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's really helped, and it's made me who I am today. Yeah.
We was talking about the incredible players that you played with whilst at Manchester City, but there've been quite a few that you've played with at Manchester United as well. I'm thinking in particular of Tobin Heath and Christine Press, World Cup winners, of course. Did you find that you learnt things from them as well? I've
spoke so highly of the both of them when they were at the club. They were amazing just to have around and have in the dressing room and to learn from. Obviously, growing up, Tobin was one of my favourite players, so to have her alongside me was just a bit of a dream. But they were just great, both on and off the pitch. They helped the young players. They always give me advice, and I'd listen, and then I'd go and try and do it in training. So I think they were amazing for us, for the whole team, not just me, because they've achieved so much in their careers and they've achieved things that we all want to go on and achieve. So yeah, they were great to be around and to have in the dressing room.
So Tobin Heath, one of your favourite players. I also know that you've got a soft spot for Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes, but your manager, Mark Skinner, actually has compared you to the Bayern Munich legend, Thomas Müller. How does that feel?
Yeah, that's crazy. Another amazing player. Obviously, I watch a lot of players and try and soak up as much as I can from players in my position, and I watch a lot of football, and yeah, I try and just watch as much as I can and then go out and try and do it on the pitch and on and off the ball, try and see what they're doing and what's successful for them. But yeah, growing up, Ronaldo, I always watched him, and I watched him do skills, and then I go in the garden and practice.
With Müller, it's that off-the-ball work that he does. It's his positional awareness and his ability to find space, and they're attributes that you have as well. Does that come naturally to you, or is it something that you work on?
Yeah, I obviously work on it. I think I pick up quite good pockets in the game, but I want a plan B now, and if those pockets aren't available, where else can I look to get on the ball and stuff like that. So yeah, I've watched him a lot of times, and he's unbelievable off the ball. His work rate is just amazing, and I always try and work as hard as I can for the team. But yeah, in possession, it's when he gets in those pockets, what he does with the ball after. So yeah, I keep watching him and keep trying to learn and try and improve little things in my game.
Now, when you add up everything off the field for you and on the field as well for you, Ella, you know, you're playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. You recently scored a hat-trick for your country. You have sponsorship deals, all of which raise your profile. How are you dealing with that side of things, the fame and the recognition?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just keeping my feet on the ground. The main thing for me is just trying to be a role model to the young girls growing up. I think that's a massive part of what I really believe in and what I want to do for women's football. Yeah, if I can inspire one girl, then I'll be happy. And if I can sign one girl's top after a game or young boy's top after a game, then I'll do that. And yeah, I just want to keep inspiring the next generation of girls and boys, and hoping they'll get involved in sport and football.
Have you got used to being recognised yet?
No, it's always a bit weird when I'm just out and about and someone asks for a picture and I think, oh, they really want a picture with me in the Trafford Centre. So yeah, it is a bit weird, but that's just part and parcel of football now, and just shows the game's really growing. And
you clearly get a lot of support from your family as well. I've seen a photo of your grandmum at one of the games holding up a Manchester United flag with your name on it. Every other tweet from your mum seems to be expressing how proud she is of you. How good is it to have their support? Yeah, it's amazing. Obviously, Mum and Dad took me up and down the country when I was growing up just to train and play. So everything I do is for them, really, and to try and give back and make the whole family proud. But yeah, I'm really lucky to have such an amazing support network, and they've got me where I am today, and I'll be forever grateful for that. Okay, now looking ahead to the future, Ella, we've already seen some very unpredictable results in the WSL so far, not least Birmingham recently beating Arsenal. What does this mean for Manchester United's aims this season? I mean, are you thinking about a late surge for the title? Is it still Champions League qualification that you're thinking of? Obviously, we say that we need to take every game as it comes in this league. It's an amazing league, and obviously you don't know who's going to beat who, or anyone can take points from anyone. So we just want to keep improving as a team. I think we finished the year really well, but we want to carry on from that and keep learning and keep working hard. And yeah, obviously we want to qualify for Champions League. We've said that right from the start. But for us, it's about taking the next game and taking all 3 points from each game. So yeah, it's a mad league to be a part of, and it's great. It is. It's so exciting. And of course, you play Birmingham next. Considering what they did to Arsenal, does it make you more wary of the challenge that they bring? Yeah, I mean, you can never underestimate anyone in this team, anyone in this league anyway. But obviously, they've took 3 points away from Arsenal, who have had an amazing season so far.
just shows that you can't underestimate anyone, and we need to keep our foot on the gas and put on a really big performance and really believe in ourselves on Saturday. But I'm really looking forward to it, and the girls are really looking forward to it, and yeah, we can't wait to put on a performance and have the fans back as well.
Well, good luck for the game, Ella, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Great to speak to Ella Toone there. She's already achieved so much in her career, and she's just 22 years of age. Can't wait to see what she goes on to do. Okay, that's all we've got time for on Inside the WSL this week, but we will be back next Thursday at the same time of 6:25. Stay safe. See you then.
Sky Sports.